Most people overpay for products like this. Here's why this one is different. I've been testing the SVS PB16-Ultra Subwoofer for a few weeks now, and honestly, it's not just another sub that promises deep bass but falls short. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This thing is massive, like 16-inch driver massive, and it's not just for show. The Ultra driver is paired with an 8-inch edge wound voice coil, which means it can handle serious power without distortion. I've pushed it to its limits with movies and music, and it just keeps delivering clean, tight bass. Whether you're watching an action scene with explosions or listening to bass-heavy tracks, the PB16 Ultra doesn't just rumble, it sings. The new Sledge 1500D amplifier inside is a beast too. It's fully discrete, which means no shortcuts in sound quality. I've never heard a subwoofer this powerful that still sounds so controlled. It's like having a live concert in your living room, but without the neighbors complaining. One of the standout features for me is the SVS Subwoofer app. It's not just a gimmick, it actually works. You can fine-tune the settings right from your phone, whether you're using an iOS or Android device. I spent about 20 minutes adjusting the crossover, phase, and EQ to match my room, and the difference was night and day. No more guessing if you're getting the best sound possible. The app also lets you save presets, so if you switch between movies, music, and gaming, you can just tap and go. It's one of those features that makes you realize how much you were missing with other subs. Now, let's talk about the cabinet. It's ported, which means it's designed to maximize bass output without taking up half your room. I set this up in my living room, and even with the ported design, it's surprisingly compact for what it delivers. The build quality is top-notch too, thick MDF, reinforced baffle, and a sleek black oak finish that looks way more expensive than it is. It's not the kind of sub that collects dust, it's the kind that becomes a centerpiece in your setup. I also want to mention the connectivity options. It's got XLR, RCA, and even a 1/4-inch TRS input, so you can hook it up to just about anything. I've used it with my AV receiver, my turntable setup, and even my PC for gaming. The versatility is impressive. And because it's so powerful, you don't need to crank the volume to get the full effect. That means less distortion and more clarity, even at higher volumes. Of course, no product is perfect. The PB16 Ultra is heavy, like 120 pounds heavy. If you're planning to move it around often, you might want to invest in some furniture sliders or a dolly. Also, it's not the most subtle subwoofer out there. If you live in an apartment or have thin walls, you might want to keep the neighbors in mind. But if you're serious about your audio setup and want something that can really shake the room, this is it. So, who's this for? If you're an audiophile who wants the deepest, cleanest bass possible, this is a no-brainer. If you're a movie buff who wants to feel every explosion in your chest, this will deliver. And if you just want a sub that's easy to set up and sounds great right out of the box, the SVS app makes that possible too. Link is below if you want to check it out. I've been really happy with this sub, and I think you will be too. For most buyers, the real question is not whether SVS PB16 Ultra Subwoofer, Black Oak, 16-inch driver, 1500 watts RMS, DSP app control, ported cabinet sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like massive 16-inch Ultra driver with unprecedented 8-inch edge and stunningly powerful, new Sledge 1500D amplifier with fully actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like SVS PB16 Ultra Subwoofer, Black Oak, 16-inch driver, 1500 watts RMS, DSP app control, ported cabinet usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.